Hey everyone, in this video today we're going to be discussing how to practice and dominate solo matches in Fortnite Chapter 2. Just a quick disclaimer, everything that you hear in this video applies to both arena matches as well as public matches. Players have evolved over time and everyone knows how to build generally at the same level, but in today's Fortnite, who wins the fight and comes out victorious is determined by who can hit the most shots and who can outsmart who. I'm going to be teaching you guys 3 major aspects to solo matches that you can practice and implement into your game for more success overall. Before we get started, leave a comment down below and tell me where you land the most in the new map. Anyway guys, let's get right into the video. Because solo matches typically involve 2 players in a single fight, prolonging that fight and making more plays will keep you alive and the outcome of the match will be very different. When you get into a fight in a solo match, the last thing you want to do is rush that fight. By staying patient and adding a significant amount of time to the battle, different plays can be made and various things can happen. If you're really weak and you manage to escape the other player for a little bit, a third player may come in and join the fight. This now becomes a 3-way fight, and you now are using your 2 enemies to your advantage. Sometimes a third party can be a blessing, because if you time your attack perfectly, you can survive being really weak and clutch it out and earn yourself the win. The third party isn't the only reason either that you should want to prolong your fights. Prolonging your fights allows for you, as well as your opponent, to keep shifting and moving around the fight. This is very beneficial since positions will be consistently changing. That's why it's important to always keep moving in fights, building cover, and looking for the best shots available. Once you stop in a fight, you risk a lot. Your opponent taking control of your walls, or gaining ultimate so they can sit there and waste your mats. Sure, spraying your weapons does cost you ammunition for fights, but you will ultimately be in the worst position possible if you run out of mats while they have theirs. Mind you, they still have a lot of materials and other weapons to use, so definitely make a conscious effort to avoid this mistake. At the beginning of the video, I discussed why being the smarter player is the new meta in the game, and with this being said, angling is the second topic I want to discuss in this video. Every competitive video game has aspects that you must learn in order to be the best. For example, in Call of Duty, jumps and spots, head glitches, and wallbangs are all terms that are used for various different plays that can be made in the game. The same goes for CSGO. You have to learn the spray patterns for all the different weapons in order to be good. And for Fortnite, angling is a mechanic as well as an advanced aspect to the game that can be learned quickly. Angling is created through using builds and bases, as well as pre-built cover to tag and deplete your opponent's health, all while keeping yours. This is an offensive play and can be used defensively as well, but is primarily used for setting up the best available shot in every single fight. A lot of players in public matches love to build fight, and this is cool and all, but you can beat them off of angles. Not many public match players are good with angling, but when you get into arena games, that's really all you run into. So the next match you get into, make a conscious effort to not play very aggressively and use edits and third-person peeks to win your fights. Another major aspect to becoming a dominant solo player is your awareness. The more aware you are, the more likely you'll take less damage and win more fights. For example, off-spawn fights can be won simply by being an aware player. Knowing what's around you, including available chests, materials, and where other players landed inside the POI is very important. Another example is simply being in an active fight already and having eyes in the back of your head when it comes to third-party possibilities, as well as plays that are able to be made by your opponent. You can determine the skill level of another player by paying attention to them. Do they like to build? If so, how fast? And can they hit their shots or not? Another great way to determine if a player is skilled or not is how well they angle themselves and how smart they are when it comes to playmaking ability. Awareness can be built based upon experience and skill. Through both, you'll enhance your awareness and become a more smart and skilled player. Through experience, you'll be able to pick up on different plays and patterns to different skill levels of players, and because of this, you'll be less anxious and more dominant in these fights. Like I've said a few times in this video, everyone has the basic fundamentals to building and shooting down. It's just how you throw them all together that makes you successful. Anyway guys, if you did enjoy this video, do drop a like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. I want to know if you guys are improving or not, and definitely join my Discord. I'll leave a link to my Discord down in the description below. I'm going to be doing one-on-one coaching with you guys pretty soon with my friend Carbon, so if you guys are interested in that, definitely shoot me a DM, as well as follow my Twitter down in the comment section below for updates. And anyway guys, I'll see you next video. Peace out.